Okay, so from a show of hands, who here recognizes this guy? Okay, and how about this guy right here? Perfect. Now, what do these two fine gentlemen have in common that give them superhuman strength? I'll give you guys all a moment to think about that. Hello, my name is Matteo Leemet, and I'm very happy to be here today and to present to you all the topic of HAR, which stands for Human Assisted Robot. So today we will be going over the following topics. First, what is an HAR? After that, we'll be discussing the different components of this robotic device. And then, how does it work? What is the functionality? As well, what are the different uses and applications? And most importantly, we will also be discussing the benefits. So let's get started. HAR, it stands for Human Assisted Robot and allows you, the user, to carry heavy loads for extended periods of time. And it's worn on the outside as an exoskeleton. Now, technically, exoskeleton means outside of the skeleton. And before robotics and advanced engineering came along, it was generally referred to as the hard protective covering on the outside of insects, much like spiders and ants. Now, early exoskeletons were very cool looking, as we can see right here, although they were very, very impractical. But thanks to the day and age we are in today, we are now able to make much more sophisticated machines. So some of the exoskeletons being manufactured today include the HAL, made by Cyberdyne Technologies. Next, we have the EXO, made by Raytheon Technologies. And third, we have the Hulk, made by Lockheed Martin. And today, we will be primarily focusing on the Hulk as it is the most advanced human-assisted robot. So the Hulk is a robotic exoskeleton that mimics a human form. It allows you, the user, to carry heavy loads for extended periods of time. Essentially, we can think about these things as wearable robots. They sense what you want to do, where you want to go, and provide that motion. It's as simple as that. So what are the components? Well, as you can imagine, this is where you'd step into the apparatus. And by taking a closer look here, we can see these little straps down here. Those go around your legs, keeping you inside the exoskeleton. And the core of the chassis here goes on like a backpack, much like the one me and you bring to school every day, except nowhere near as heavy due to that intense BCIT workload. Now here, this is the battery right here, and in my opinion, it's the component that can use the most improvement. Just like how our cell phone batteries never quite last as long as we want them to, this one will last us up to 10 hours. Although this still is plenty of time considering the structure will still support the load after the battery is depleted. So how does this amazing thing work? Well, once the robot is engaged, it senses your body motion with small electronic sensors located throughout the structure. These electronic sensors send signals to a small microprocessor, which is a small computer, and it is here in this microprocessor where calculations are made, commanding the hydraulic system accordingly, giving you all superhuman strength. It's as simple as that. So what are the different uses? Well, let's imagine every single one of you all here today, you're all soldiers, and you're stationed 6,000 feet in the middle of nowhere where the air is thin, it's dry, nobody wants to be there. And you're being asked to carry over 100 pounds of supplies to that location. Now, I think we can all agree that there is without doubt we would all be completely and utterly exhausted once we get there. These human-assisted robots, though, they allow us to get to our destination and complete our mission. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, and myself as well. Why would we want to invest in the military and potentially promote violence? But let's think about the big picture. Some of the greatest technology today was actually originally developed from the military. For example, the internet that connects all our phones together, that was first developed for military purposes. And the very first engineers, they were military engineers. So on a serious note, guys, who here has ever been in a car accident, seen a car accident, or knows somebody that was in a car accident? Absolutely, every single one of us here. So in 2012, there was over 120,000 motor vehicle accidents where someone was seriously injured. This is very serious stuff. Human-assisted robots, though, they can provide us with the strength to recover from our injury and successfully walk once again. So what exactly are the benefits? As mentioned earlier, these human-assisted robots can be very beneficial to the military, whether it's carrying heavy loads, supporting our troop, or even disaster response like Hurricane Katrina. These human-assisted robots can also benefit all of you and me, whether it was a workplace injury, a sports accident, or even a car accident as well. And these human-assisted robots, they can even help in the advancement of space travel technology. So I know what you guys are probably thinking, so I'm going to make sure I put some emphasis on this. What exactly happens if someone comes up to you and asks you if you lift? Well, you can tell them you don't have to, because you have a human-assisted robot, and then you can come tell me what this guy has to say about that. So to conclude, we now understand what human-assisted robots are. They give us the strength to carry heavy loads for extended periods of time. These human-assisted robots are primarily composed of lightweight titanium parts capable of loads of up to 220 pounds. And as we saw earlier, they work off a hydraulic system that commands different electronic systems throughout. And the applications and uses include human aid, military purposes, disaster response, and space travel technology. And ladies and gentlemen, as we all saw here today, these benefits are completely out of this world, as you simply cannot put a price tag on being able to walk again. Thank you.